The most holy band of society is friendship, and it has well been said that as rare as true love is, true friendship is still rarer. Mary Wollstonecraft. The other day, my friend told me that he was shocked about how actively I built our friendship, that he felt chosen by me, and that's because I did. The rarity of a good friend has always been apparent to me, because a real friendship requires two things: agreement on big things, like values and aspirations, but also just the simple ability to have fun together. And it's pretty easy to find one of these in a person, but it's extremely rare to find someone who has both. As rare as friendship is, I feel myself to be very lucky right now, because for the first time in my life, I feel like I have more friends that I love than I can spend time with. And I think I have Columbia to thank for that. I think quite often about the fact that if I were going to college to make money, there would be easier ways to do it than going here. And if college is about learning, I could just read by myself at home. So the greatest thing Columbia has done for me is draw so many incredible people together that inspire me and make me smile. So I guess as silly as it sounds to say this, my friends are why I'm here. For this reason, this week's video is dedicated to friendship. I hope you enjoy it.
When I get home and sit in my little house,
Here we are again.
I try to feel something that I like.
Look, there's snow.
When I get bored of looking inside myself,
Okay, get ready for 7th
I
flight
always
upstairs.
open the windows at night.
So Ave Maria is
There's a tornado swing and it's rocking me right to sleep. Thank you for recording. There's a tornado swing and it's rocking me right to sleep. Thank you for recording.
Before I go to lunch, I'm gonna go back to my dorm to get my glasses. I forgot them at home. My vision is not that bad, but it does help. Okay, got my glasses. I have 30 minutes before lunch, so I think I'm going to go practice a little bit of piano. I feel like I always look for an excuse to play piano. Every time I have a little pocket of time and there's a piano nearby, I seize the opportunity. Oh, so you just
I can't take in any more food.
Oh, I see. Okay, now it's time for my presentation. What a long day. The presentation went really well. My handout last time was 5 pages, and this time I kept it to 1 page, single side. So I'm really proud of myself that I cut it down a lot, and I think I was able to explain Kant's concepts pretty well and clearly, and I hope I was helpful to everybody in the class. Today I got dinner with a new person who is in my class. She's super nice, but I didn't film at dinner because I always feel weird filming with people that I'm not super familiar with or who aren't super familiar with me. Like, I don't think she knows that I make videos. But it was a really good conversation. We have a lot of similar opinions about art and the purpose of life and things like that. So, great dinner. Happy to have a new friend. Okay, I'm a little bit tired, but since I didn't record my presentation, I thought I would talk a little bit about Kant, particularly what Kant says about friendship, since this video is about friendship. So, the reason I gave a presentation on Kant is because I've read Kant before, and Kant is infamously difficult to understand. So I thought that I could help out my classmates by sharing what I know. And I can't tell you everything about Kant in this video, but I'll just briefly discuss what Kant says about friendship. So Kant says that in order to perform an action deserving of moral worth, you must act because you believe your action is right, and not because of some external authority. That being said, Kant does not believe that morality is subjective. He says that morality is universal. So basically the point that I'm trying to make is that Kant is against coercion. Since Kant is against coercion, I thought he would be against all forms of external influence. That's kind of what Rousseau says. Rousseau says that in order to discern the general will of the people, people should not be able to talk to each other. Because then how will you know if that's actually their opinion or not? But Kant does believe in friendship. In the groundwork of the metaphysics of morals, Kant says, "Sincerity in friendship can no less be required of everyone, even if up to now there had never been a sincere friend." He doesn't really elaborate on this idea, but I think Kant values friendship while being against other forms of influence, because he believes that at a one-to-one level, you can actually meaningfully impact someone so that if they change their behavior, it's not because you told them to, but because they also believe it to be true and right. I think a good counterexample would be, if you follow the law of the government, you don't necessarily do it because you believe it, but maybe because you fear punishment. And that kind of conformity is something Kant is against. So Kant, like Aristotle, believes that friendship is an arena where you can actually meaningfully impact someone, and that means that friendships have a moral function. I feel like I could talk about a lot of other things Kant says, but Kant is not super popular, so I'm not going to bore you guys. Okay, I'm headed to volleyball. I'm running a little bit late. I'm not late yet, but I'm going to have to run to get there on time. Hurry up. This is the slowest elevator in the entire world. But at least it hasn't broken yet. I have yet to see this elevator break. So, it may be old, but it is trusty. Okay, I just got out of volleyball. It was super fun. Honestly, I look forward to my volleyball class so much. So I'm really glad I'm taking the sport this semester. And now I'm on my way to Faculty House to get lunch with my friend Lon. Blue.
Hello, look at this. I'm sending it to my friend. Look, it's the boat contest.
Did you make a boat?
Can win. Well, yeah, but you have to race it. I know, I want to do it, but this is the funniest part. So we're proving that we can build a boat.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Someone's like, I don't know anything about Lon, but from the small clips I see of her, she has such good vibes. You were the only one out of all my friends who got her.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we live in the penthouse. A little bit, not a lot, but it's not depressing.
Not a what?
Not a lot.
Out of your desk. It's covered with bugs.
It's not that many. It's not that many. I went to my other friend's room.
Transport those to and from home?
No, I get a storage unit during the summer. Yeah. Okay, so there's two brands. This is the brand that I like. This just tastes like a frozen watermelon. This one has more like artificial flavor, but I don't know if you might like that better.
This. That's really good. Damn, I'm glad I picked this popsicle. Do you bite it?
Yeah. Okay, now I'm changed and I'm gonna go to the library. Okay, now I'm headed to my hermeneutics class. Okay, I just finished my class. Now I'm getting dinner with my friend Sandy. Debating right now, Chef Mike's or Fact Shack. Chef Mike's is the sandwiches place on campus. They make subs. Some people don't like Chef Mike's, but I really like Chef Mike's. It's a lot of bread, so sometimes it's too caloric, but it's yummy, so Chef Mike's today. Okay, I got a chopped cheese. I have no idea what a chopped cheese is, but I've heard it so many times. I'm like, okay, I'll try a chopped cheese. So it'll be my first time trying a chopped cheese. Chef Mike's at Uris Hall. Today, I would like to address this tension between the arts and sciences. I feel like I hear a lot of time from STEM majors that they think, oh, the humanities are useless, or from humanities people that, oh, STEM people don't understand the importance of the humanities, and things like that. But a lot of people forget that some of the greatest scientists and mathematicians were also some of the greatest philosophers. René Descartes invented the Cartesian plane. Isaac Newton and Leibniz invented calculus. So this distinction between the disciplines didn't exist for some of the greatest minds. So that being said, even though I'm a humanities person, I still find the sciences very valuable, which is why I'm really grateful that Brilliant is sponsoring this video. Brilliant is an online program that helps you get smarter every day with thousands of interactive lessons in math, science, programming, data analysis, and AI. And one of the great things about Brilliant is that it helps you practice concepts instead of hoping that you just absorb them. And so Brilliant is kind of like Khan Academy meets Duolingo. And I think one of the best things about Brilliant is that they have a really nice app. I'm definitely a visual learner, so I really would have appreciated having a program like Brilliant when I was studying calculus and physics in high school. If you feel like you're struggling with those subjects, then Brilliant might be something you want to check out. To try everything Brilliant has to offer for free, for a full 30 days, you can use my personal link, brilliant.org/autodo, or you can click on the link in the description. Also, if you use my link, you'll get 20% off a premium annual subscription. So thank you, Brilliant, for sponsoring this video. Good morning. Today is Thursday. No, today is Wednesday. Oh my god. Okay, today is Wednesday. I'm going to Music Humanities. Okay, just finished Music Humanities and now I'm going to my Post-Freudian Psychoanalysis class. Today in Music Humanities, we were listening to a choral piece and we also had some assigned reading, and the reading was interesting, or like the series of readings that we've been doing have been interesting because they've talked about like the passions that music can arouse and whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. And Augustine said that sometimes the passions aroused in him by music differ from the purpose of the music. So they'll awaken in him bad passions. And so he says that the most important thing is that you focus on the lyrics rather than the music when you're listening to music. So Augustine presents this problem where the music and lyrics can have different motivations. Sorry, that was not a very good explanation, but I did my best. Alright, just finished my class, and now I'm headed to lunch today with my friend Andrew, and we're going to Chef Mike's again. Alright, I got my sandwich. Wait, my sandwich. This is my sandwich. I got turkey, ham, and pepper jack. Pepper jack, I think, is the best sandwich cheese.
Hi vlog, I'm Andrew. In my sandwich I got chipotle mayo, roast beef, pickles, banana peppers, and lettuce.
What cheese?
Oh, pepper jack.
Andrew gets it, pepper jack.
Oh, did you also get
Yeah, I got
pepper
pepper
jack?
jack. Okay, now time for my last class of the week, CC, and then dinner. And then after dinner, I'm going to my friend's architecture show. No, I need it. Why?
What do you mean you should be cutting?
You should be cutting. Yo!
What floor is it on?
How the fuck would I know?
On display.
5? I can already imagine her voice. Yes. I eat asparagus because I love asparagus.
Yay! I wish I
Installation that'll go from Earl to Barnett Beach.
Is this also yours? I don't usually wear a hoodie in bed, but it's so cold today, so I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm really glad I went to my friend Ella and Maya's architecture show. I think I've already said this before, but it's so cool to see your friends doing what they love. It reminds me to continue doing what I love also, and it also gives me hope that there are so many incredible people in the world that are going to make it better. I want to talk a little bit more about friendship because this video is about friendship. My friend the other day was saying something to me that really surprised me. He said that, "Oh, Otto, something I admire about you is that you have a lot of healthy friendships." And when he said that, I was kind of taken aback because I didn't think of myself as having a lot of friends. But when he said that, I thought about it a little bit and I was like, oh, maybe I do have more friends than I realized. I think why I was so surprised is because all my friendships were built up so gradually. I just didn't notice how so many people just became central to my life. And so something I pride myself on is like being able to sort of figure out a person quickly. But then I'm starting to think now that, oh, you really can't know somebody until you've seen them in so many different scenarios. I'm not trying to judge anybody or anything. I'm just saying that like, oh, sometimes I come across somebody and I think, oh, this is gonna be my best friend. And then they don't necessarily end up being my best friend. So friendships take a long time to build up and you can only lean on people after you've been through so many different things together. So yeah, slow versus fast friendships is what has been on my mind. Okay, I'm really tired, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night. On Thursday, I didn't do much except go to Carnegie Hall again with my friend Noah. Noah invited me last minute to go watch his Juilliard professor's performance, and before the concert, we went to our favorite restaurant, HHH, Happy Hot Hunan. I think this is my favorite restaurant in New York because it's so affordable and so delicious. New York has so much great food, but my favorite kinds of restaurants are not the ones that you go to on a special occasion, but the places you eat at every day. Then we briefly split up to go change, and after that we hopped on the train to go downtown. This concert was in Zankel Hall, a different venue than the one we went to last time, and it was much more intimate. Somehow, we managed to get front row seats, even with our student discount, but Noah and I were saying that there are really no bad seats in this venue because of how intimate it is. The performance was amazing, but what was more meaningful to me was that Noah invited me at all, because Noah usually keeps his Columbia and Juilliard world separate. Okay, today is Sunday, so you know what that means? Brunch with Alyssa at Hewitt, and it's supposed to be really cold today. Maybe it's going to snow tonight, so if it snows, I'll be really happy. Running a little bit late to brunch, so hopefully Alyssa is not too mad at me. I see her. She just made a face at me. I'm so scared. Sorry. Food haul for today. Got my egg white omelet. They had steamed green beans today, which are my favorite. Apparently you're supposed to eat your vegetables first. It's good for your gut health. Did you see that video?
I've heard of that before.
Okay, my friend Noah is doing a clarinet audition for a summer program. and it's this week, so he asked me to listen to him, run through all of his pieces. So I'm headed there to listen to him, and I'm really excited. Noah's super good at clarinet, so it's always a joy to listen to him. I love seeing my friends do what they love. Can you see? It's snowing. It's snowing. Damn, he got the suit on. What's the tempo?
Oh, is it wrong key? If you can transpose, it's just the first piece down a half step.
I am not gonna be able to do that, no. Okay, I just showered and I'm gonna go to sleep. I had a lot of fun playing with Noah, and I'm gonna try to learn the whole piece so that we can play it sometime. We actually know a few pieces now together, so maybe we'll record an album someday. That would be so fun. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit before the video ends, I guess. Earlier, I was talking about how central my friends have become in my life, and so I wanted to add a little clarifying remark, which is that yes, my friends are so important to me, but also I quite enjoy spending time alone. And I think that also contributes to the strengthening of my friendships, because since I enjoy spending time with myself, I only hang out with people if I actually really like them. I used to have this friend who was like, oh, what are you doing right now? I'm so bored. And whenever they texted me that, I was just so offended. I'm not here to hang out with you just because you're bored. If you want to hang out with me, you should do it because you want to hang out with me, right? And not because you're bored. And so I think being really comfortable spending time with yourself and knowing who you are is very important. I don't want to get like too artsy fartsy philosophical with like, oh, what does it mean to be who you are, or what does it mean to be authentic? But I guess nowadays, I think a lot of people take to this idea of reinventing yourself. And for me, that idea has never been attractive. I think ever since I was little, I knew who I was. And whenever I feel anxiety around my identity, I need to remind myself, no, you don't need to change who you are. Actually, you need to dig deeper. You need to be more centered. And so I see sometimes people who go through like a bunch of different quote unquote eras. I've definitely have my own eras, but I'm never trying to like force an era. Oh, this is gonna be my this era, or this is gonna be my that era. So for me, what has always given me more confidence and comfort is just digging deeper into my values, digging deeper into who I am. And so I'll give you an example of that, which is I don't drink or smoke. And since I don't drink or smoke, I feel like, oh, I don't always get to do all the activities that other people do. But since my friend understand that about me, those are my values, and they respect that about me, when they go do whatever else they want to do that I wouldn't want to do, they don't ask me to come. Some people might take that as, oh, they're leaving you out. But I think no, they actually just respect my values, and they know that, oh, Otto doesn't do these things, so we're not going to try to get him to do something that he doesn't want to do. Versus I've had friends before being like, oh, Otto, you should come do this, come do that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, if you really understood me, you would know that I don't enjoy those things. And that doesn't mean to say you shouldn't try anything new, but your friends should respect your boundaries as well. And they can only respect your boundaries when your values are clear and you also understand them. So yeah, being comfortable with yourself, comfortable spending time with yourself actually enriches your friendship, because when you hang out with people, it's not just because you have nothing to do, but because you want to hang out with them, you choose to hang out with them. So I just wanted to make that clarifying remark that even though my friends are central to my life, I'm my own person, I have my own life and other things that excite me, so that if all my friends were suddenly to disappear, which obviously would be sad, I would still have a reason to live. So yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm gonna go to sleep because tomorrow is Monday and I have class at 8:40 a.m. Okay, I'll learn the whole piece.
Okay.
once I find the right version.
It's a beautiful piece.
It's a beautiful piece.